Hello everyone, welcome to the Ichimoku daily analysis for the US dollar index for Tuesday, November the 3rd. Well, a small green-bodied candle today, and the market is in a first time frame uptrend with a higher high and a higher low. The small green body means that the buyers have made some net bullish progress on the day, which is positive, but it's a very small bodied candle compared to some of the recent candles, and that means that the amount of progress that they've made is certainly not as good as the progress that they've made previously. So it actually serves as a warning for the possible termination of this first time frame uptrend that the market's in. Now, interestingly, if we look at this, the top of this, the body of the candle, we have a very, very long shadow, and that represents very, very strong downside price rejection for this market. And it coincides roughly with the area where the bottom of the cloud or the Kumo is. And we know that the cloud or the Kumo will act as an area of support or resistance, and in this case it's acting as resistance, and the market tried to trade up within this region. It didn't trade to exactly there, but within this region the sellers came in and sold the market off very, very strongly. So the bulls were trying to take control of this market throughout the day. They pushed the market to trade up towards these highs, and then the sellers came back in and really sold the market off quite heavily. Now, the bears, though, weren't strong enough to close the market down at the lows. They closed the market just down below the midpoint, between the high and the low, which is the middle of the range. And if the market had closed in the middle of the range, then we could say that neither the buyers nor the sellers were closed in control, but we can say that the sellers have closed with a very, very moderate, weak form of control here. So even though the buyers have lost commitment, the sellers weren't really strong enough to take strong control of this market, although I think the way that we had this long shadow on the top really says something about the lack of strength in the buyers in this market at the moment. Now, the market is trading down below the cloud or the Kumo, which means that the market has a negative bias overall in a longer time frame. The market is just closing up above the flat Kijun Sen, which to me says that the market is really neutral. It doesn't have any direction in this medium-term time frame, and we can see that we've got a congestion area that's formed over the last week or so. In the short-term time frame, the market is trading up above the Tenkan Sen, which is the green line, which represents a faster-moving trend, and it's pointing up, which reflects some sort of upside momentum that the market tried to gain over the last few days and certainly today. But that's on a very, very short-term basis, and I think we need to really pay attention to the market being rejected very strongly from the cloud or the Kumo. So we need to keep an eye on the low of the current candle for a continuation of this downside price rejection, for a potential lower high and lower low, for the market to perhaps trade down to roughly about this 75 area, where we have fairly strong support from this previous swing low, which also, by the way, was a tweezers bottom pattern. So potential for the market to trade down to that area, roughly around where the Tenkan Sen is. The market may find support, so we need to be aware of that. It's at 75.88.5, and that coincides with the upside price rejection in the candles from about 3 or 4 days ago. So keep an eye on those levels. If the market does trade down below the Tenkan Sen there, and as I've said, potential to trade down to 75.